Hello everybody. Today is going to be kind of another technique of what we did the last time with the embossed butterflies. That kind of look gives you a kind of like a fossil look, and I'm not really happy with what happened to it. So if you could see here, it cracked and I got all kinds of holes. Now what I could do is reheat this, but I'm afraid that this is going to go away when I do reheat it, and it probably will. I don't know what to do about this because it cracked completely, and you learn from these mistakes as well too. But I've been kind of playing around with this embossing powder, and I've come up with other ideas on how to make them look like an embellishment, like this one here. This was done simply on a piece of scrap paper, jelly print, and I started to emboss it in the same way I did these ones here, and adding flakes and other embossing powders and everything. And actually this one here, it cracked as well too. So I'm trying to perfection this now. I kind of got the idea today of how to do it in a certain sense. I'll show it to you now. These are the constructed art journals that I'll be sending away. So sorry you guys if you're one of my partners, but you don't know if you're going to get this one or not. So this is the inside of it, and that's the other side. This side is still incomplete, and what I'm trying to do is give them different styles on each little book. Each person will receive, how can I put this? This is another one. Like the page here is totally, kind of, I don't know what you would call this, a bit of abstract and, other things. And I've been playing with the foils. So there's little feathers here, and then I did the punchinella with the foil here. And the inside to this one, like, it's completely different from what the front cover would be. This is like, says neighbors become close friends, and I put the little walkway that goes together on this one. And this is the other side here. Now the butterflies we're going to be doing today are this butterfly here, but this one was done on a jelly print, and the method is going to be completely different. Do I have any others to show you right now? Complete, no, not even these ones are complete yet. I still have to go over them. This one I've put aside because naturally I can't give this to somebody that it's all cracked, and I'll just probably keep this for myself at this point. And this is what we're going to be doing today. So this really looks like it's fossiled in there, this butterfly. And as you can see, I put modeling paste around it. That is kind of gritty, so it's going to look like it's a stone. It's supposed to look like it's a stone. But this problem here, I came into a problem here that, they were too close of colors, the butterfly with the background. So you can see it, like this is, going to be another journal that I'm sending out. This is the center of it, and I still have to do the other side. But for now, this is kind of still wet, so I'm not going to touch it anymore. I put some more embossing powder up here and some flakes and things like that. So for now, we're going to do something that's, the butterfly completely different color from the background. And this is the one that I use. It's not Tim Holtz Alteration Sizzix. I don't know if it's new, you guys. I just saw it where I buy my things. It's about a month and a half ago, and I got it. And it has the embossing folders too, so that's why I get this beautiful texture. So this is a butterfly. This is one of the butterflies, and naturally you can pick the side you want. They both have beautiful textures to work with. So I just did it on a normal cardstock, and the one that I prepared is just a normal painted. You can do this with distress inks, you can do this with paint, you can do this with anything you really want to do it with. You can color it whatever you want to do with it. Now the other side I'm not painting naturally because it's going to be glued to the background. And I'm just going to dry this up. Here it's pretty early, and I got construction workers in my kitchen because 4 tiles had popped, and it happens here, especially this house, because it really doesn't have like a foundation. This house, it was built so long ago, So yeah, the humidity kinds of comes up from the bottom. And so they're substituting those 4 tiles with a beautiful decorated tile. And it looks okay. I don't want to change. I know you guys say you have a ceramic store, but you know, the ceramic is the less thing to do. It's moving all my furniture. You know, it would be a big, huge wall unit, a big, huge armoire that's 6 doors. No, 3 door, 2, 4 door armoire, but it's huge. That takes up my whole hallway. And the kitchen would have to be dismantled because we dismantled everything to, you know, put the tilings down. Yeah, it'd be more on, and plus we have to, you know, take care of my son today, this year, so it's out of the question. So up till now I've done this, and then you can go around it and start darkening the edges. And what I've done is I grabbed a piece of wire. I'm just going to grab a little piece right now just to show you quickly more or less what I did. Now on this one here, I kept the wire showing. You see that? Okay. And on the other one instead I have it hidden. So it's up to you what you want to do. Just grab a 6-inch more or less, and you just start twisting it and to create the little body. And then it's up to you if you want to glue it in the front or in the back, right, like that, and then curl the wings, and you know, any way you want to. So up till now we're, you know, up to that, and then what you do is you glue it to the page. Okay, and I got these little antenna things here kind of pressed down. So at this point, what I did in the little booklet was, you know, spread the embossing powder around and everything, and then at the end the design of the butterfly went in because of the stamp. This way instead we're going to get the embossing powder. I'm just going to prepare the bigger one I have here, the heat gun here. Oops, okay. Have to trade plugs. Okay. Him up here and head down. There we go. So this time we are going to, you know, and try to make these as flat as possible. And I am just going to start pressing the embossing powder in there and around the edge too. Don't be neat about this. You don't get just the butterfly, you get around the edge as well too. Now it's pretty simple from here on in, you guys. You just start, you know, building up your I just got to fix this guy a bit. So what I did figure out is once you have done a few layers of embossing powder, well, I'm going to show you that now. This one's not cooperating a bit here. Let me get him down here. Okay, I'm going to make sure I have a good amount of embossing powder around it. Yeah, so I've been making these journals lately, you know, because I want to get them out there and for this group that I'm in. What I'm going to try to do is stick down, hold down that little piece of wire down there and see if it'll stick to the embossing powder. So that way it works as kind of like a glue. I might have to wait to get another couple of layers going. And you know, you kind of always have to work fast to get the embossing powder. You have to start getting layers like we did there. Now I don't do as many layers as I did when I'm pushing in a stamp, but there are a few layers in it. You will kind of want to make it nice and clumpy, and oh dear, 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 this isn't really turning out the way I wanted to, and I'm just remembering why. Yeah, because I was supposed to glue down everything else and I didn't. That's why. So at this point, you know, when your page, before it starts drying, this is what you guys have to do. You have to kind of hold the paper nice and straight. In that sense, the embossing powder dries straight. It cools down straight. See, I'm getting these down now. And hopefully with the other layers, with the heat, they won't pop back up again. But now I'm going to leave it to really let it cool down good. And then I'm going to continue doing this. Now, what you would do after that is I'm going to put about another 3 layers on this again. And how I showed you this one here is I got some modeling paste, and you can color it at any point the way you want to at any point now. And I did it with black ice silks, and I used this Italian Mark paste. It's a sandy paste, which, you know, makes it even look better. And you can use a normal modeling paste as well too, and just go around the butterfly, trying to leave the edges of the butterfly free. You can cover up a couple here and there, but because if you start covering up, you're not going to notice it's a butterfly. And that's it, you know. So the layers, you know, would be a good 5 or 6. And as you can see here, I got some flakes, and in this one I will be using some gold and silver flakes. You can even use, you know, some glass beads as well too. And you know, you can play around with it to make it really look like that fossil type of thing. When you're putting the modeling paste on, you guys, have a baby wipe ready to clean up whatever you don't want. Do you understand? And just to make sure that this is still visible. So yeah, that's how we go about it. And the page has dried straight, but remember, I still have another couple of layers that I do want to do on top of this, and then put the modeling paste all the way around it. So that's another type of way that you can make it look like a fossil, you know, butterfly. You can use other objects as well too. Oh dear, there's so many things that you can do. You can always use your stamps, but like I said, once you have your stamp on it, you can't really reheat it after that, because, so that wouldn't work either. No, sorry, that wouldn't work either, because you would be taking away the thing. And you can, you know, see here that the butterfly is embossed, and you know, look at it when you're doing it with your jelly prints or, you know, beautiful pattern paper as well too. So there is my challenge for today, you guys. It's another technique of embossing. So try it out, and then remember that you can always do, you know, your own little embellishments too, where, you know, you can make it look old like that. And you can cut it as well too. Like I said, when you cut it, if you do a piece of paper and then you cut it into a rectangle, you put your word in there and you cut it into a rectangle. If it starts cracking, reheat it again after you finish cutting it, and see how it works out that way. You might have to put another layer of embossing powder on top of it again, but like I said, be very careful that you don't heat up the word where it is embossed. And but the cracks are nice as well too. Like I can go over here with something to make it look even older, you know. But I like it. I like the way that's looking. So that's it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until the next time, goodbye.